Alright guys, sorry about that. Had a little error. We back? Can you see my face? Alright, cool. Again guys, sorry. So, not sure where I left off. Dar gave me the approval that I said mentioned Evolve PR, mentioned that I had been drinking, and tried to explain what the game was like, kind of compared it to an old school RPG meets FTB, create your own ships, things of that nature. So right now I'm just going to click the new game, and now we're about to go and start it all fresh. So everybody pay attention to the lore of space. So we are playing the Terran Federation through the ingenuity and bravery of its officer class that has ultimately prevailed in space. So Terrans rule, everybody else drools. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek in this too from what I've seen, so bear with it. Hey, Dar! Through discovery, the utilization of ancient artifacts left over from a long-dead precursor alien race, they put an end to the disastrous series of wars between the factions. One of these precursor artifacts is your home, Halycon 6. Halycon. So there it is. It's my home base. Got the background going. The crown jewel of the Terran precursor discoveries, the starbase acts as the Federation's home base in the Halycon sector. So this motherfucker right here is the most decorated officer of the 12th Fleet, and apparently this starbase here is permanently staffed with a variety of officers and all sorts of fucking shit, so it's gonna be great. Today, however, the station has received some unwelcome news, a garbled hypercast ordering the 12th Fleet to return to Federation space. So basically what's going to happen is this dude right here is going to leave me in charge of the station while he goes to where the message tells him to go. Seems kind of shady. Let's watch. Here we go. Admiral, we've arrived at the rendezvous point, and there's no sign of welcoming force. No hypercast signals detected either. Think we're early? No. I think you guys are fucked. So right here is what I was talking about. So this is kind of like your battle scene. So this is your old RPG elements. You got your three. The only difference is usually most like Final Fantasy and stuff, that's kind of reversed. Good guys, bad guys, but we can go with that. Admiral, I'm picking up something. Definitely not Federation in origin. Some kind of... It's stronger, sir. It's a portal. I'm suddenly getting multiple ship readings, all heading for our position. They must be coming out of that thing. Bremchendra. Unknown hosties. Unknown hosties. Here we go. So right now what this is going to do is it's basically going to walk us through an entire battle. So we really don't have to think about like anything at all. Oh my. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. So this guy is going to cast his Incisor beam. Right here on this guy, right? Is that who we want me to cast it on? Yes, it did. Alright. Alright, so this guy right here, whatever, just did some damage. This is a backstab maneuver. It's going to leave the ship dazed. So there's one thing I just want to bring up real quick. If you look at this, everybody who has an attack, it obviously has like the damage that it does. It has some kind of stat or debuff, whatever you want to think of it as. that inflicts or has a chance to inflict on the enemy. And then it also has an exploit, meaning that if the debuff is already on said ship that you're attacking, it, like, the exploit will increase the damage. But that'll be explained later on. So we're going to disable this ship right here, or this one right here. So he's dazed. Now we're going to drone swarm attack all enemies at once. Oh. All of them resisted. Some enemies have resistances. I can right click on the enemy to view their vulnerabilities. Or not. Acid vomit. So I'm right clicking on him and nothing's happening. Just FYI game. The ocular vessel seems to be powering up a large attack, so we should shield ourselves with a protective field. So we're gonna do that. So because this guy is still disabled, we're going to utilize the bridge shot, which is going to exploit that ship's being dazed and increase the damage. Boom. Don't get cocky, Commander. They're not dead yet. Great. So now we got combos. Might have to wait till the tutorial's over. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, to right click? Yeah, you're probably right. So we're gonna acid bomb these fucks. Oh shit! Oh wow, they are fucking me up royally. So this portion right here, I think very much like Darkest Dungeon. When they get to a point right here where they're at critical, the next amount of damage, anything that comes at them can, like, permanently kill them. So that's when this kind of becomes like a pseudo dungeon crawler. So we're going to, I don't even know how to say that word. I know it's like cauterize or something. It's basically what you do, like, if you want to, like, burn a wound. I can never pronounce the word correctly. ESL and everything. So this guy is going to do a strafing run to try to finish them off. Boom. The Admiral is still in bad shape. Yes, he is. Select the repair drone. So, okay, so this guy apparently has a repair drone. Use the ninja's doom cannon as a last resort. It can only be used once. Really? How do you know that? Oh, because it has a 1 next to it. So this does a shitload of damage, apparently. Anywhere between 982 and 1,136. Commander McLaren's ninjas in critical condition is taking damage over time from hull breach. If it is not repaired immediately, it might be destroyed. Now finish it off with the Paladin's Dreadnought Ram. Holy shit. Aww. Your number 1 is dead. So we're going to do a solar flare. And we're going to finish this guy off. That's how you win space. Oh, shit. Jump back now. Back to Halycon 6. I've got... What? What is this thing? What is this? What's up, Gino? How you doing, brother? Jump now! For God's sakes! Jump! Commander, we seem to have lost our hypercast link with Admiral Blur and the 12th Fleet. Alright, man, so basically that's what's up. You know, you got this relic in space. Your commanding officer, the jewel, the commander of your 12th Fleet, was basically hosed into believing that there was a distress signal, like an idiot, flew into the area of space, and was ambushed and murdered. So now that your 12th Fleet is destroyed and little information as to whether the Federation still even stands, you and your crew are stranded in hostile alien territory, cut off from various supplies, and in desperate need of more crew. You have little choice but to continue working on Admiral Brummer's experiment to try to unlock the power of the station. So basically, I'm the head dude in charge now, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna try to kick ass. That's what's happening. Eating food, good for you, man. I have no food. Alright guys, so one of the main reasons why I played this game before I started streaming it was for stuff like this. There is a lot to think about when it comes into selecting your officer. So it looks like you have like a science officer, a tactical officer, an engineering officer. So keep in mind one thing about this game too is that you have space combat, which is all you've seen, which is all I've seen actually, and then you also have ground combat, which is kind of like, you know, yeah, exactly, setting your phasers to copyright, aka, you know, beaming down an away squad to have, well, he's a red shirt, so he'll die first. But so because I'm not exactly well versed in this game, I really don't wanna sit here and try to like overthink who I'm going to make my #1. So I think when I looked at everything with like drone swarm, I didn't understand this guy right here because it looks like he does a lot of stuff to himself. So I don't understand, like, if you notice, it's like this guy right here does like damage and inflicts drone swarm, damage, inflicts hull breach, but he's also, does he make himself vulnerable? Because every move that this guy does looks like he does something to make himself ridiculously vulnerable to like getting killed. So I just picked this chick right here. So she's the toughest mechanically minded officer in the Federation. So in space combat, engineer officers are able to command engineering ships which have the toughest hull, so they're like the tanks. You basically have like your tank, which is these guys. I believe these guys are kind of like the DPS, because they do the most damage, hardest hitting. And then you have your science ones, which they're the fastest. So they're kind of like the ninjas, I guess you would say. I know someone, Observer, thanks man, appreciate it. It's not showing up at all. It's not showing up at all here on my alert box. But thank you very much. So I'm going to go with the engineering one. So I want a tank. Sorry to wake you, Commander, but it looks like we have a situation. So it is the other ship's grinder. Okay, I mean, I figured that, but I'm still going to stick with this for now. So our sensors have picked up a fleet coming our direction. The signals suggest a pirate origin. Arr. Why are pirates pirates? Because they are. We should expect them to arrive here in 48 hours. Alright, well, that's 2 days. In the case of hostilities, the experiment may be our only hope to defend ourselves. The crew will work around the clock to make the necessary preparations. They did nothing. 2 days straight, they flew here, nothing happened, you prepared nothing. Commander of the oncoming fleet has detected has just entered our space. It's a single pirate ship, likely hostile, patching them through now. Razub Toe Slicer Mechanic. So this guy here detected the departure of our fleet over a week ago. AKA, there's no one here, we're pirates, we're gonna come up here and fuck your shit up. That's what they're gonna do. Hand over the starbase and we'll allow you to return to Federation space. Comply, or we will commence orbital bombardment. Damn. So this is a scenario screen. The screen will appear during missions that require key decisions, such as attacking, retreating, or using an officer to gain a special outcome. Fantastic. That's right, Toe Slicer. So in this case, the pirate fleet is demanding your surrender. Choose a response below. Hint, you should choose to reject the surrender. I will reject the surrender. Prepare for bombardment, Federation scum. In light of this development, we should begin initializing the experimental starship creation process. Alright, so this guy's right here. He's gonna bombard us, and we don't have a ship ready? Like, are you kidding me? Hold on, guys. Just wait 2 days, a couple days, and we'll be ready for you. The Knight-class engineering vessel is currently the only starship the starbase is able to build. And that is because I only have an engineering first officer. So, it's got some flak barrage, which does just hits them, and inflicts hull breach, which is like a damage over time effect. And it looks like it also does a ship disable. I don't know if 75% means it disables it 75%. Or if it has a 75% chance to disable it. So, I'm not really sure right now. Knight-class engineering vessel, yes, do that. Now click the construct ship button to get the process started. Alright. It takes 3 days to build it, apparently. So we're gonna skip time. While that guy just stands there, chillaxes and just waits for us to build our ship, we're gonna just skip time. You wait. Alright. We're ready to launch in T-3 seconds. 2, 1. Matter Creator deployed. Fuck yeah. Combat ready in just 3 days. So, Isolde is going to captain this ship. I can rename the ship. Can I rename the ship? Let me rename the ship. Damn it. The enemy fleet is stationed at the starbase approach. Click there now. So we're going to send our fleet over to you. We're going to select a ship. As you can see, guys, we don't have that many options right now, so I'm just kind of going with the flow here. And we're going to launch. So apparently your fleet can have up to 3 ships. Right now I'm only looking at having 1, so I'm sure you can rename the... If you can rename everything, I'm totally cool with that. That will be fun. pirate ship swoops into attack position. Let's attack him. Alright, boys, so I think this is my first battle without the computer telling me what to do, so let's see. There's no exploit for engines down, so that doesn't really do anything. This is going to inflict a hull breach, which does excess damage over X amount of rounds. This has a 75% chance to disable the ship, which means I'll stop his next attack and then just be able to attack again. So I'm going to risk it, do this one, and go for it. Ship disabled. What's up? Now, I'm going to breach your fucking hull. Now, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. What are you even attacking? Can this thing attack? Stupid pirate. Guy waited here 3 days just to get wrecked. Alright, so the rewards are materials, which you need to build things, and dark matter, which I don't know. Fuel, maybe, I think. I'm not really sure yet. We'll find out. Looks like our new ship held up pretty well, though I doubt that's the worst we'll face. Commander, we have a long-range hypercast coming in. Putting it through now. Ba-doo! Ba-doo! From time to time, the leaders of various factions may contact you via the station bridge. Oof. This motherfucker right here. I don't believe we've met. Feel free to refer to me as the Admirax, a title that denotes my supreme command over the pirate clans in the sector. Now, Commander, or should I say acting Commander, my spies tell me I should congratulate you on your new post. They've also informed me that your fleet has fled the sector, leaving you on your own. And so I'm giving you the courtesy of informing you that we'll be visiting you very soon. Whoa, this guy got angry real quick. Look at that. As this is my territory, and so your station now belongs to me. And unlucky for you, I've united all the pirate clans to help me take it. I highly suggest you turn tail and return to Federation space. Look at this guy. Well, I'm gonna stay here and fucking ignore that blowhard. Ches Slob Choker. Okay. Grunwald. And I guess some interesting names here for these pirates. I will avenge the death of Razub Toe Slicer and deliver this station to the Admirax. Sorry, what? I can't hear you. These massive death cannons I'm warming up are really loud. Boom. Alright. Second verse, same as the first, boys. So let us attempt to disable one of these guys. Cool. And I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just fuck it up. Their damage really isn't that high right now. I don't know where it tells me, like... Oh. Cooldown 5 rounds, recovery 1 round. I don't know what the recovery portion is, but... So we're going to deconstruct you. Which I think you avoided because you have no hull breach. So I'm going to try it again. Here we go. Now I'm going to disable you. rock your world. Yo, man, these pirates ain't shit. Looks like we'll have no shortage of charred metal for the time being. You can always return your fleet to the starbase by first clicking on your desired fleet, and then clicking return to home base. Well, I guess that makes it pretty simple. Commander, the crew is eager to regain our full sense of capabilities. To do that, we'll require an extra source of energy. Our crew is eager to regain our full sensor capabilities. Okay. Okay. The good news is the tech research team has figured out a way to harness the station's core reactor with a smaller, standard-issue diatherum reactor. Alright guys, so this is where the game gets into even another phase that is something similar to like a high-rise or one of those like tower-type building games. So you click on this right here. Wait, actually, hold on. No, not yet. First, the tech research. You kind of saw it. You didn't realize it, but you saw it. So we're going to click on the reactor tech. Tech research on how to build a diatherum reactor on Halycon 6 to power the starbase. Generates plus 20 power. Sure. I really don't know how the power, like what it really does right now, but I'm just kind of going along. It's going to go with the flow. So it's going to take 200 of my materials and 100 dark matter. So obviously I have enough. So we're going to research it. Time to create a space in the station. So this is what I was talking about in regards to like a tower builder kind. So there you go. Clicked on the ruined room. So like this is all of your Halycon 6. I can't exactly zoom out right now, but so apparently the way that it works is any time you want to build something, you have to take an officer and you have to have them come into the room and take a couple days to clear it out before you can actually build something. So we're going to add an officer. We're going to add our Isolde, and confirm that it's only going to take apparently 2 days. And I'm going to speed up time, because why wait? Yep, let's get a little bit of XCOM in there too. I can see that. A little bit of XCOM. Especially the newer one. Like I remember when that came out and Flawless was playing it, like you kind of had like the same thing. So now you have XCOM, you have Feed the Beast, you have old school RPGs, a little bit of Darkest Dungeon, any kind of like dungeon crawler kind of thing. So I mean, it definitely has a lot of elements to it. So they've cleared out that section. I get experience and I apparently gained materials from doing it, which is pretty cool. So at least it's not a total waste. Sure, Oregon Trail. We'll go with that. I kind of get where you're going with that. So we're just going to acknowledge it because I don't really need to see what the location is. I've seen it before. So my exploration team has successfully cleared the room. So now we have to build something, right? And there it is. Diatherum reactor. So we're going to build it. That's going to take up 300 more of my materials. I'm running out of materials already. Return to the star map, and we got to wait again and skip more time. Jesus. Good thing these alien attackers are giving us plenty of time to just do what we need to do. Alright, so sensors are back online. We've compiled a navigational map of all Federation systems and facilities. As loyal members of the Federation office or class, it is our duty to protect these facilities at all costs. So So what? In the case of an attack, these facilities will transmit distress signals to us. Depending on the level of danger in the area, you may wish to evacuate them. Distress signals will always be listed in the missions panel, which is right here. Click here to access it. Missions with specific locations will have a go-to for convenience. Alright, so what we got? Distressed Refinery Ghost Head. Send your fleet to the nearby nebula. Nebula contains packets of rare gas that can be refined into warp fuel. It's pretty sweet. The fuel refinery at Ghost Head Nebula is calling for help against a never-before-encountered alien vessel. So I'm going to send my fleet, aka my one ship. And we're back. Alright, as usual. Let's try to disable the ship, breach its hull, and then fuck its mom. What did it do? This ship weapons a disruptor does reduce damage of 25%. That's fine. So my battle rewards are 25 scrap and 41 dark matter. I don't know. Yeah, the effects are cool. I like the way it's drawn. It managed to chew up our only sentry ship just a few days ago. That ship was nothing. It did some nasty damage to our refinery also. My crew's pretty shaken up. Pretty shaken up. The good news is we've got fuel reserves from before the attack. Just give the word and we'll transfer them right over to you. Alright, give me your shit. Crew population 175. Resources generate. Alright, so this basically... I can revisit these places. And they generate stuff for me basically to keep, I guess. So I'm going to transfer the 15 fuel to the fleet, aka the one ship. Return your fleet to the starbase to unload any resources you have collected. Boom. So now my fuel is up to 17. So in many respects this is kind of like Starbound too. So if I want to fly from like here to here, it's going to take X amount of fuel. Actually, that's more like FTB. It's kind of the same thing. Like you need fuel to advance into further stages. So that makes sense to me. So I have completed an objective. Commander, with all the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing for you. Bring it on. Alright, so what this basically is the next three things that I need to do. Upgrade the starbase and the fleet, recover Federation facilities, and then investigate space pirates. Now I don't think I necessarily need to do it in that particular order, but these are the things that are going to show up like on the bottom of my right hand of my screen here. So building new room modules will require first carving out habitable space in the starbase by assigning officers to explore it. So basically, anytime I want to build something, I have to send an officer down there to explore the room, make sure everything's fine, and then I can start building. Oh, then we should build an officer academy to enable officer recruitment, which is important because I'm going to need more than one freaking ship if I plan on surviving. So that makes sense. Alright. Follow the invasion by those mysterious flesh vessels. Most of the Federation is destroyed. However, some facilities seem to have been overlooked in the attack. We should send out our fleets to explore the area in order to make contact with with any survivors. So I need to visit these places here and make sure they're okay. And then last but not least, I need to go into pirate space And once we have a functioning fleet, we should pick off some of their smaller ships in order to gain a better idea of what we're up against. So, that makes sense. Before you start, you should directly promote a new officer from the ranks. I've prepared a list of suitable officers. Boom. Alright, so we already have an engineer, right? So I'm thinking of doing science. So let's see, what do these guys cast? So these ones have like hull breaches. Any of these have exploits of a hull breach? They do not. Inflicts exploits vulnerable. Aye aye, Cade McCullinov. So, I have 2 people now. This is my fleet. Let's see what we got going on here. So right now we have Federation survivors detected. And this one is our... I don't know which one I should do first. Well, I definitely see some... I see that Thera, which is right here. Asteroid fields are potential supply of materials. Ooh, I need those. These can be mined by mine facilities. Alright. Well, first things first. Let's see if I can build a ship for my science guy, right? So this is going to cost me 40 people and 600 dark matter, which I have. So I'm going to build it. I'm going to wait for my ship to be built. The new Acolyte class starship is now ready for active duty. All it needs now is a commanding officer. So I'm going to assign it to this bitch. Boom. So let's go visit this area right here. So the name of this fleet are Dream Tards. So this exploits a hull breach. This guy here has a hull breach. So, and this guy, like Grinder was just saying, can repair himself, I believe, or maybe just the knight. Either way, we're gonna launch. Your ships are not fully repaired. Oh God. Let's repair first. Okay, so apparently dark matter is also used in repairing our ships, so that's good to know. Vokum's Vengeance. Commander, fleet made contact with the materials mine at Thera, patching you through now. Alright, so these guys mine materials, which is pretty sweet. He repairs himself and others. Cool. Grinder, do you own this game? Or have you just read up a lot about it? We sure you were another one of those alien things. Nice to see a friendly face instead. I'm not sure if that's a typo or if that's supposed to be like an accent. My crew will be ecstatic. They thought we were the only humans left. Watched like 4 hours of it. Alright. Cool. To say the truth, that giant station of yours sounds mighty compelling to me and my men. But if you think you can protect us from these aliens, we'll pledge to stay here as long as you need the materials. It's up to you, Commander. Fucking yeah, right balls. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's it? 10? Fucking terrible. What's next? Ugh. I already went there. No, it disappeared. Alright, cool. Expand the fleet. Promote a second officer. Check. Build a ship for your second officer. Check. Explore a room in the starbase. What? What's this? It's not what I want to do. Stop. There we go. Let's explore a room, shall we? Let's explore. Let's explore. Let's explore this one. What? So what do I have to do? Do I have to take him out of my fleet? Oh, I know what I have to do. I probably have to return him home, right? Boom. Now let's try it. What if I add 2? Oh shit. So this guy's gonna take 2 days to explore the room. So we're gonna go to our star map and fast forward 2 days as if nothing else happens in this world while we wait. Gain some materials. My officer has leveled up apparently, so that's pretty sweet. Here are the number of skill points you can spend on upgrading your officer's powers. That's a total of 1. Each officer has at least 3 ship combat powers and 3 combat ground. You can have other power. Okay, so let's see, what can I get? So level 4 can't do anything. Oh shit, what'd I do? Back. Alright, so single enemy inflicts hull breach invulnerable. It seems like it's almost the same attack as he's had before. Yeah, I will, Grinder, don't worry. The problem is I hate renaming my people because then God forbid they blow up and I have some kind of attachment to them and I'm gonna feel bad about myself. I don't want to do that. Repair drone. Repairs a single ally. I don't feel like I need that right now because I also have a science ship which is supposed to do that for me. Broadside salvo. Again, vulnerable and hull breach. This one does 130% damage as opposed to this one's 80%. But the hull breach has, it's less of a chance of vulnerable. This one is 75%. So it's like I'm basically sacrificing excess damage to give myself a better chance of making it vulnerable. It's a crapshoot at this point. Like, it really, to me, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm just gonna go with this one because it does more damage. Cool. Can I edit its bio too? Is the room done being? Okay. So I need to build a. Nope. Research the Officer Academy tech. Okay. Damn, man, it's taking all my materials. Now I gotta build it, but I'm not gonna have enough materials to build it. Look at that shit. I need 350. I have 100. I basically have 150, so I need 200 more material. Oops. I guess I should go. I guess I'll go get some fuel. Some of my dream tards. Now at least I feel better about traveling all over the world. Plus 4 materials a day. Current reserve 16. It's not even worth it. That shit looks scary. I guess I could take out some pirates, right? What's this? Oh. What's this? Oh, these guys look like little bitches. I can take them out. What's this? All right, let's go try to take out some space pirates. I guess let's do that. Let's take out some pirates. Who's this? Oh, it's me. Derp. No. Let's go take some fuckers out. Damn, it's gonna take 11 fuel just to do that? Shit. No. Oh, let's... Alright, let's return home. Drop the fuel. Let's send a fleet. Dream tards. Over. Independent bands of space pirates hold little to no sway in Federation space, but Halycon sector is teeming with them. Time to end that. Let's fuck up their world, shall we? Alright, so you get a big dude here and this motherfucker down here. Probably better to take this guy out first. One less thing to attack me. Sensors offline. So that reduces their aim. And then I'm going to... Shit, his hull is breached as well. So this guy here's got the exploit. I'm gonna have him attack. Oh shit, son. Alright. So all you can really do is just attack. I'm gonna try to disable you. Cool. Now I'm just gonna attack you. And I'm just gonna attack you again, apparently, because I'm next in line again, because I'm nice and quick. I'm going to hull breach your ass. And then I'm going to attack you again, because you're still down. Oh shit. You hurting, bro, you hurting. Probably should have hold reach you. Can I heal myself? Sweet. Got him, boys. Got him. Loki Snail. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the host. Not sure why none of it's showing up on my thing, but I appreciate it. Alright, so that only gave us 43 materials. I need like 200, so that's not a lot. What happened? Oh, a level, right? Cool. Good job. Alright, so let's see what skills we got here. Exploits weapon disruption. Ship disable 80%. 50% damage. Nothing crazy. Inflicts sensors offline. See, this is where I'm talking about, Grinder. This is where I get confused because it's like damage self, sensors offline. It's almost like it has a 25% chance to like do it on its own, and it inflicts 75% sensors offline. So this is where my confusion lies in, as into like, what's the difference between self and inflicts? And then this here, nano restoration field. I think I'm going to have to go with that. 150% heal, and it heals over 4 rounds. I'd say that's a pretty good power to have, so I'm going to go with that. So that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to have this guy attack him. I'm gonna have the Dream Tards do it. We're gonna redirect the fleet to fuck up your world, sir. Oh shit, there's 3 of them. They're all little bitches. I gotta kill this guy first. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna have you take this fucker out. One more turn to wait. Let's disable one of these ships.